Chad, how are we feeling today? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling tired. I'm not gonna lie. I feel fucking tired. Okay? Holy moly, did skateboarding take it out of me yesterday. It wasn't even so much the skateboarding that took it out of me yesterday, because I skateboarded for like 2 hours after my main skateboarding, right? But what I'm really tired is, dude, I skateboarded for 2 more hours. And then I came home and I ate. Which you guys are probably like, oh, eating? What's that bad about eating? Okay? But if I eat past 9 o'clock, if I eat past 7 o'clock, I sleep like dog shit. I slept like so fucking dog shit, okay? I woke up twice in the middle of the night, and then my roommate woke me up at 7 to move my car, which that's not a problem. Like that's kind of like you have to do that when you have dual parking spots, right? But oh my fucking god. I went back to sleep. I woke up at like 9, then I went back to sleep again. Woke up at 10, actually got up, and then I was like, the afternoon I was like tired, took a nap for like an hour, woke up again. I was like, shit, I'm still tired, took another nap. Okay? I'm telling y'all, my body does not function right. Does not I do not sleep. I do not function right if I eat past 7 o'clock. It's cooked. It's cooked. I can drink things past 7 o'clock. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I love a tea before bedtime. A little chamomile before bedtime. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, but like food, food. Nah, nah. Why not just leave the keys in the hallway? No. I could do that. I guess my roommate could move my car, but no. It's just easier to knock on the other person's door. Makes it quicker, because then if you have to like move one car and then the other, and then they have to like park it and get out and then move the other car, and then that sounds like that sounds annoying. That sounds really annoying. So I'm glad we don't do that. Okay, but I'm tired today. That's kind of what's up. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yes, welcome in Minlo. Welcome in Saba, welcome in Sebastian, welcome in Hober, welcome in Cyberlight, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. I mean welcome in, but I'm like eepy deepy today. I'm like eepy deepy today. And here's the thing, the bunny girl costume arrived yesterday. And I was like, oh, I'll do the bunny girl stream today. Guys, I don't have the energy to do that. Honestly, if I were to do the bunny girl energy, like bunny girl stream, it'd be like the most low energy bunny girl stream. So I think I'm either gonna do the bunny girl stream tomorrow, or should I do it tomorrow or Friday, chat? What do we think? What do we think? Tomorrow or Friday? When should we do it? When should we do it? Oh, I also just realized I recorded like an intro for a video, so I turned off like my sub goal and stuff like that. But now it's back. Now you guys can see it. Yay! Stop eating food that hates gay people. Oh, we're talking about Chick-fil-A, bro. Chick-fil-A hates my ass, bro. I I just subscribed. Thank you. Also, Wasted Oboe, thank you for the 30 jewels. I don't even. You're gifted on YouTube now. That's crazy. Um, I heard they were serving cake on this channel. I've been known to have a cake. Some people say my cake is fake. Some people say that's fake. That's a BBL. It's not. It's very much real. Okay, I'm not gonna get up today and show you guys because also because I landed on my toe yesterday. Guys, there's a big ass bruise on my toe. Remember how like I was doing like the nollie up the bank and the board landed on my toe? Yeah, I have a big girl, your cake is a pillow. Okay, well I didn't know I had people spreading fake news in my chat. Okay? I don't think it's really cool for you to talk about a Twitch streamer's like parts like that. You know, like I have a real fat dumpy, okay? I remember you said it hurt. Yeah. It's not broken though. I've had a broken toe twice before. It's definitely not broken. You're gorgeous, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to open a restaurant called 666 Chicken and we only open on Sunday. Yo, you could be like a competitor to Chick-fil-A. You just do like the exact same kind of chicken, but you're only open on Sunday. Good luck only opening a restaurant on Sunday. You would have to have crazy business if you were only open on Sunday. And I feel like if you had a place called 666 Chicken, you'd have to make the chicken like super hot. Like super hot. So yeah. Do you have insurance for that dump truck? I do. I have my ass insured. My ass is insured. I got car insurance. I got health insurance. Well, if I didn't have car insurance, that would be illegal. You know what's kind of fucked up? It's not a legal requirement for you to have health insurance in America, but it is to have car insurance. The US government cares more about your car than they care about you as a person. That's kind of crazy. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah, your car's health is more important, I guess. Yeah. It's more important to insure your car than it is to insure your like literally if you don't insure your car, you cannot drive. Okay? Welcome in, Ashley J. Welcome. But then there's no legal requirement for you to have health insurance in the US. So, I guess it's because with car insurance, you could accidentally hurt like a rich person. You know, you could accidentally hurt someone. You know, but with health insurance, your health issues are your problem. You know, it doesn't matter if you have pre-existing conditions or a genetic condition. It's for if other people, if you hit other people's cars or you hit theirs. Yeah. I mean, car insurance also protects your car if there's like a flood or something like that. It does protect your car in other ways. That's not just like. I dare you to call your dad and have him tell you he's proud of you. I got something better, chatter. I was texting with my dad on Monday. This is my dad's exact words. He said, "You're doing amazing stuff, and we're super proud of you. Love you." Said that right there. Check that, chatter. Yeah. YouTube chatter is always being like, "Yeah, you must not have a dad present in your life." My dad's awesome. My dad's awesome. I'm sorry yours sucks. I don't know. Skill issue. I don't know. Your dad is in denial. He's not. He's actually pretty chill. Show us. I did just show you the text. So, yeah. So, but welcome in, Hugh Janus. Welcome in, first time chatter. Love that name, by the way. Love that name. Yo, Hugh Janus. Have you heard about Humongous? Humongous? Or what about Lot of Vagina? What about Mike Clitoris? Mike Clitoris. You ever heard of them? You ever heard of them? Are you related to them? Are you related to Teeny Anus? Teeny Anus? You know? ever heard of these people? The haircut is giving me Anne Hathaway for some reason. It's not a haircut. I just have my hair up. So, yeah. But that's what I got. What's up, Girthquake? Girthquake. Yeah, that's what happens whenever I fall. Because whenever my big slab of meat hits the ground, it causes a girthquake. You know, everyone in the surrounding area is like, "Whoa! What just fell on the ground?" It was my big, meaty fat, fat. I need to stop. How about Bernie Bernie Gross? You Janus, yeah. Yeah. You ever hear about my friend Ben Dover, Mike Hawk? Yeah, we did talk about Mike Hawk earlier. Fuck the haters? Oh no, I don't want to fuck the haters. My haters probably don't shower. I don't think my haters shower. I kind of doubt they shower. Also, bye Forrest Bill. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's very swag. That's very swag. That's very awesome. Very epic. Very epic in swag. Very swag epic. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. What do you think about the Minecraft sheep in the boat? With like a glow rod or like a lightning rod? I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was the sheep. Sometimes I wish I was the sheep in the boat with the lightning rod. Sometimes I think, that could have been me. But nope. Sometimes it can't be me, I guess. You know. Yeah, so can someone tell me what this is? Cuz I've never seen this before. I've never seen you post before. Oh, I'm Pappy the First. I'm a very epic awesome sauce content creator. I make funny gay videos on the internet for a living, and that's how I make my living. And that really makes a lot of people upset. A lot of people see a trans woman thriving and they go, "Rah! I'm gonna get mad about it." But little do they know I mog them all. So it's, you know, it's like you're over here in your mom's basement, typing out a comment. Meanwhile, I'm mogging you. And I'm not even done up today. I'm just like literally in pajamas. So, skill issue. Skill issue. Pros forgotten hieroglyphics. Are you a model? I am not. I am not. Nor do I really want to be. I don't really want to do modeling. Modeling in any way, shape, or form does not sound appealing to me. I don't want to do a career that's solely focused on my body. I'd rather do a career that's focused on my funny brain. She's a role model. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm that type of model. Wow, that's pretty. Good one, good one. Ober, that was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Yeah. So, what am I? I'm a trans woman. Also, thank you, Darkness GT, for the follow on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love when people follow me on Twitch. I read out their whole name and it plays a fart sound effect. I mean, but modeling the bunny suit tomorrow. I mean, I can show you guys what it looks like. I can show you guys what it looks like. So, what's your job? This. Do I eat poop? No! I don't eat poop. Okay? But I do eat ass. You are what you eat. That's why I'm an asshole, baby. Alright. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the... Hold on. I'll show you guys the... Okay. Okay. I'll show you guys this. Okay. So, obviously, I got a skirt for the bunny girl outfit. So, this is the skirt. Very awesome, very cool. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to wear it just without the... with no skirt. So, that's the skirt. And then... Here's... You can see the tail. You can see the... You can see the scale. But... Okay. This is it. Okay, this is it. It's got the bunny ears. Very nice. Obviously, I'm not gonna put it on
Laughing disco.
right now. That's tomorrow. But thank you for the laughing disco. What's the fart noise? That's my follower sound effect. When someone follows me on Twitch, that's the sound effect that plays. Also, thank you, I I don't even know how to say your name, but thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's a hard name. My dyslexic brain can't process that. I love how I was like, yeah, I'll read everybody that follows me, because I do normally read everyone that follows me on Twitch. But then I can't read. I'm dyslexic. My dyslexia is like Maya Yasmin. Maya Yasmin, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the did I actually read your name right? If I didn't read your name right, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. That skirt was pretty. It actually is kind of pretty. I'm actually surprised. I don't know. I taped $50 to a balloon and threw it into the wind. It would be there. So I waited outside. How long you take hormones? I've been on hormones for 5.5, almost 6 years at this point. So yeah, it'll be 6 years in November. What? Or wait, no, it'll be 5 years in November. Yeah, because I started hormones in 2021. So yeah, it'll be 5 years in November. 5 years. I can't do math. So yeah, how much money do you make? How much money do I make? Depends on the month. But I make roughly like $50 billion a year. So I guess just like extrapolate that out. Yeah. Can you read my name right then? Conjo. I don't know if I read your name right. That was rough. Eat the rich. Look, guys, I'm all for taxing the rich more. I don't know if we want to eat the rich. I don't want to resort to cannibalism. Look, I'm all for taxing billionaires and like people who make over like $100 million, like more, but like eating the rich, like I don't know. I'm not a fan of cannibalism. I'm not really into the whole cannibalism thing that a lot of my fellow people on the left have going on, And like why specifically like why are we going to eat people? I feel like eating people would be kind of wrong. IDK if they taste good. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't think someone would really taste good. Maybe that's my personal preference, but yeah. Yeah. So, are you cut? Wild question to ask, but no. I still got my little hood intact. So yeah. I don't even know why I even answered that question. I don't know why I told you. Literally, chatter asked me, are you cut? No. No, I still have the extra 90,000 nerve endings. Sorry. Can't relate. Yeah, I have natural lube, so sorry. Can't relate. Are you post or pre-op? Well, considering we just had the conversation about whether I have the skin or not, whether I have skin in the game, okay, we're gonna extrapolate. We're gonna use our brains here. They probably taste dry and wrinkly. It's no longer all good in the hood. They took that from me. Oh, it's no longer good in the hood. They took that from me. Sorry, Meatloaf lover. I love meatloaf. I haven't had a meatloaf in forever. You guys know what's a recipe? I saw a recipe on TikTok that I was like, oh my, watch out, there's a creeper behind you. I'm in creative mode. Don't worry, it can't get me. I'm in creative mode. Yeah. Yeah, ice cream joystick. Welcome in, first time chatter. No. But I saw a TikTok today. Let me just pull it up on my phone because I don't really want to like pull it up on my computer because I was doing upload stuff on my computer and I'd have to like log into my different account. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the chicken recipe that I saw.
So tonight I wanted to go out to eat at this
Bro, look at this. Look at this shit.
My kids both said no. They're like, your food is better. We'd rather have your food.
Bro, I need to make that. I need to make that on stream. I need
This
to
is
make.
kind of like a cockle.
Look how good that
except
looks.
Chicken version. Go
Oh
down
my God.
with leeks, butter, salt, thyme, tarragon, wine.
Fuck.
Season the chicken both sides, and then you're gonna cover it with some cream. Into a hot oven.
It's
at
a
about
whole
400
chicken.
degrees for.
It's a whole chicken, and then she puts bread to like soak up the juices, so then it becomes like stuffing. I think I might make that next stream, guys. I think I might make that. Also, Cupcake Sweetie, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Woo! Wow! Woo! Yeah! Wow! I'm never gonna stop clapping. What if I did a whole stream where I just clapped the whole time? Just clap the whole entire time. Are you related to Elon Musk? No, that's Vivian Musk. I'm not Vivian Musk, okay? I'm not. I feel like I'm becoming cooler every second I watch you. I wonder why that is. It's almost like I named the stream "The longer you watch, the cooler you become." Crazy that I would name that. Meatloaf with oats, especially not breadcrumbs. Ain't no fucking way you're doing meatloaf with oats instead of breadcrumbs. That is diabolical. That is honestly jail. Jail for life. Jail for life. Good lord. Sounds weird and sus. Well, I am both of those things. So, yes. Also thank you for the 6-7. 6-7. Yeah, 6-7. I hardly know her. How old are you? I'm 79 years old. Or I guess you could say 79 years young. I love being a baby boomer. I love 79 years old. I'm a little young to run for Congress. So this goal of yours is gonna get you like one stick of RAM. No, no, no. I have the PDF of the build, the PDF file. I really hate saying that, but it's like, you guys know what it is. The where did I save it though? Did I save it on? Ah, yes. Okay. There we go. Guys, this is what the PC that I would build with the PC goal is. Okay, this is how much each part would cost. Okay, giving you guys the cost breakdown. The cost breakdown. We have a Ryzen 9. Okay, wow, gigabyte motherboard, two 16 gig sticks of DDR5 RAM, which is $490. Good lord. Okay, and then we have a 5070, which is 660 pretty much, and then we have a 2 terabyte SSD, and then we have the case. Wow, look at that! Look at how cool the case is, you guys. Then we have a power supply, and then we have a CPU cooler, thermal paste, and then Windows 11. Yeah. So there you guys go. There's the cost breakdown for the PC that is the current goal. That is the current goal. Get a 16 gigabyte RAM video card that's only 12. I don't feel like I really need 16. Like most of the stuff that I do computer wise is more CPU heavy than it is like GPU heavy. So cuz like in terms of like streaming, right? Like that uses more like CPU power instead of more GPU power. It still uses GPU, right? But like also too, my monitor is a I forget. I think my monitor only runs up to like 60 FPS. So getting like a really good graphics card is like I'm not gonna be running games above 60 FPS. Every single time I play a video game on my PC, I cap it at 60 FPS, even if I can go over. You forgot the flux capacity. That's not even a PC part. Fuck you. I know PCs. Okay, nice try, nice try. What are your pronouns? She, her, she, her. Um, yeah. But uh, people tell me I have a technology curse. Most electronics break around me. Maybe you got a lot of static electricity built up. Maybe you just like touch things and it like, because literally, if you're not grounded when like building like a PC or something, if you have like one shock of static electricity, it can like brick your whole system. So yeah. Uh, and then a 1.12 gigawatt power supply to drive it. I don't think I need that much power. I don't think I need that much power. Okay, I think that would actually, guys. Let me just buy an AI data center. Actually, why don't I just do that? Honestly, with all the streamer money I have, I could just buy a data center. Okay, and I could just turn my house into a data center. Wait, that's actually a goaded idea, guys. And then I could like my area could have like blackouts, like frequent blackouts. Why does Twitch tell me other people are live when I'm watching one? I'm already busy. Oh, it's when people go live. But I'm glad you're sticking here. Because that just makes you cooler. Because the longer you watch today, the cooler you become. Yo, what's up? Looking at PC parts? I have an idea of a PC that I want to buy because my current PC is having issues with video editing and with playing games on stream. I can't even game on stream. I know. I know. I can't even show you guys what a true Silver 4 Overwatch player looks like. Do you know how hard that is for me? Do you know how far that is for me? Vladimir or Buck Angel? Uh like you mean Vladimir like the Russian cross dresser or Buck Angel the evil trans guy? Cuz I'm mutuals with Vladimir on Instagram. Like like I don't think you guys understand. I don't think you guys understand, bro. I got all the famous name a I got a, it's kind of crazy. There are like a lot of like famous like trans people or like femboys that follow me and I'm like cool. I follow some of them back, but honestly, it's kind of bad cuz I follow some of them back and then some of them do like adult content. So sometimes I open my Instagram and I'm like, "Oh, not in like a bad way, but I'm like interesting. Does Nuzly follows me on Twitch? What do you mean? I thought you were silver 3. Well, some people drop ranks, pinballers. Some people aren't silver 3 forever. Some people drop down. Back to Tilda Swinton does not follow me. No, no. But I'm mutuals with Finster, and sometimes like I open my like TikTok or not my TikTok. Sometimes I open my Instagram and I'm like instantly greeted by like Ash, and I'm like sometimes I have to be wary of like where I open my Instagram. You know, I feel like I can't open my Instagram in public places anymore, right? And it's not even because I consume their content. You know, like I don't consume their adult content, right? I follow them because I'm following them back. It's the worst on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter. Yeah. Are you trans or a femboy? I am trans. I'm trans. Um, I've been trans forever. I was the first trans woman ever. Believe it or not, I'm not. I'm not. Don't you have a burner Insta? No. I've never had a burner Insta. I've only had one Instagram. My Pappy the First Instagram is my only Instagram page. I don't have like a burner Instagram page now. Yeah, I don't have a second Instagram page. Like I can show you guys. Like I can show you guys. I can show you guys the cool elite ball knowledge. See, like watch if I go to Instagram, okay? If I go to Instagram, see, if I go to like my account, see? It's only the one account. I only have one Instagram account. I do have like 2 Facebook accounts though. Cuz in order to have like Facebook monetarily, I have to have like one Facebook account that's like verified and is like my actual profile with like my actual legal name, which is private. But then I have another welcome in Minnesota, welcome. And then I have another Facebook which is like where I actually post stuff. Also, Kutching Man, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for dropping the follow. Also, first time chatter, insert best name here. You have the best name here. Honestly, you have the best name here. First time chatter. Welcome in. That's exactly what someone with 2 instas would say. I literally showed you guys that I don't have a second Instagram. Literally, what more proof could I give you guys? Both you say, hit me up. But like I swing both ways? Yeah. Take a shot every time I hear the word I about what? No, I guess you could be dead. Guys, let's play a Pappy the First drinking game, guys. Every time I say okay, or swag, you guys take a shot. Wouldn't that be swag? That's already 2 shots. Let's go. Woo! I'm dead in 10 minutes. Dead in 5 minutes, actually. I don't think you'd make it that far. Okay, that's 3 shots. Now that I'm like counting it, I'm like, that's 4 shots. Now that I'm counting it, it's pretty bad, guys. It's pretty bad. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Everybody, drinking game, but you do it with water. Drinking game, but every time I say and they're okay, you take a sip of water. Or no, just or okay, because and okay are my kind of filler words. Like I say and okay a lot. Every time I say or okay, take a sip of water. See how quick you have to go to the bathroom. Bro, I'm gonna have all my viewers pissing their pants by the end of the stream. I peed my pants. Have you guys ever peed your pants? You could flip a whole frat house. I probably could. I don't doubt it. I don't know. A lot of frat guys are kind of already. Like when I was in college, okay? Let me tell you, most of the guys who were going for me were either bisexual art guys and or frat bros. This isn't a joke. I didn't like the frat bros because they were assholes. You go on like one date with them and you'd be like, oh my god, I hate this guy. This guy stinks, bro. It stinks. I never peed my pants. Okay, that's just a lie. That's just a flat out lie. Cynthia thinks she's better than all of us. She thinks, I never peed my pants. Also, Knox Steady, thank you for becoming a channel member on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you. Why are you ignoring me? I said hi twice now. Well, there's a lot of people in chat. I currently have 40 people watching me on Twitch and 333 people watching me on YouTube. It's hard to see every single chat message. If you're saying you haven't, you 100% will. Yeah, everybody's peed their pants. Everybody's peed their pants at some point in their life. Okay? Everybody. Some people might do it less than others. Okay? Some people might have peed their pants more frequently. Yeah. Also, thank you, Match you pal. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Either as a kid or from laughter. Yeah, and some people get really bad night terrors, and sometimes, but we're not gonna say who does that. So, because that was like a year and a half ago. If if you haven't, if you're saying you haven't, you 100% will. Yeah. You know what's the worst? Is when you finish peeing and you think you're done, so then you stand up and then a little bit comes out. What the fuck is up with that? What the fuck's up with that? Love your streams. Thank you. I love you guys too. I love you guys like an abusive parent loves their kids. No, that's me. That's bad. I shouldn't say that. That's bad. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys like Donald Trump loves himself. So, and he's a narcissist. So like very much. Yes. I went to bed till I was in junior year of high school. Genetic bladder issues. Yeah. I think that's too. It's like one of those things where it's like people don't talk about like if they have like issues with like urinary or like bladder issues, right? But they're fairly common. I mean, like I guess like plenty of middle-aged men have bladder issues because they have a swollen prostate. So like you can't say God. I can say God. What do you mean? Am I your favorite child? June, I don't have a favorite child. Did your parents ever do that? Did you okay. I don't know. Did you like whenever you'd ask your parents growing up, do you have a favorite child? And they'd be like, I don't have a favorite child. Nah. My parents definitely have a favorite child. And it's definitely me. Yeah. You know how I know I'm the favorite child? Because my birth date is my parents' like phone lock screen code. So I'm like, I don't know. If I'm their lock screen code, I'm like, okay, so I'm the favorite child. I get it. What's your political stance? My political stance? Ooh, wait. Political compass test, guys. Should I take have I done a political compass test on stream before? Could I do a political compass test on stream before? Your parents failed you? They did not. They did a pretty good job. I mean, I'm successfully self-employed, living on my own. I feel like they did a pretty good job. I feel like a parent's job is to raise you to be able to leave the nest, right? You're not supposed to be like a carbon copy of your parents. A parent succeeds if they raise you to be your own, like, individual person, right? I think that's a measure of, like, good parenting, right? I think, I feel like that's a measure of, like, a good parent, like, good parents. Perhaps you're more progressive? Me, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty woke and gay. Well, I'm woke and gay, guys. I am those. I'm woke, gay, and transgender. Also, thank you, Silly Cum, for the follow. Damn, you got me laughing so hard I'm coming. Guess you could say that's why your name is Silly Cum. Ha 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 ha! Tee! Us do a political compass test in the middle of school, about, states in Canada. Oh, yeah. You don't even tell your parents. Yeah. YouTube chat can be toxic. Yes. Yes. Yeah. But, you know what else is toxic? Nuclear waste, guys. Do you guys know how they store nuclear waste? It's kind of crazy. They store it in like concrete, then like a layer of lead, then like a layer of concrete, then like a layer of lead, and then like a layer of concrete, and then like a layer of lead, and they just keep doing that. It's kind of crazy. Um, IRL femboy. I'm not a femboy. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm a trans woman. So, yeah, not a femboy. Not a femboy. Never have been a femboy. I never had a femboy phase. Yeah, I finished high school and was like, I need to come out. Cause like I kind of learned what like I had always wanted to be a girl. Sometimes I do think sometimes, like most people, but sometimes I think like I don't know. Growing up as a kid, like growing up Catholic, like my parents would always take me to church, and like when there'd be like the silence or like you'd be like praying, I'd always pray that I like would be. I was like, I wish I was a girl. Damn God, can you make me a girl? And then part of me is like, well, I am one now, so I mean, maybe God did answer my prayers. What's up with that? I don't know. I don't know about that. But then I'm like, nah, I had to do this shit, bro. Okay, I had to do this on my own. Okay. um, yeah. I got outed in high school before I was even ready by a messy trash family friend. Ugh, that sucks. That sucks. You think? Yeah, I know. I do think. I big brain, big think, me use big brain. Please don't come to Arkansas. Well, chatter, believe you or not, okay? I've been to Arkansas before. You want to know something scary? If you're an Arkansas resident and you don't want a trans woman in Arkansas, I've used the women's restrooms in Arkansas. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the world. The world's ended. Oh my god. The world will never be the same. Oh my god. Oh my god, I used a gas station women's restroom in Arkansas. Oh my god. The world, it's over. Whatever shall we do? Oh my god. No, nobody's safe. Also, thank you, Red Dog Gaming, Red Dog 13 Gaming for the follow on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's that accent? Where are you from? Well, welcome in, first time chatter. My accent is from North Carolina. Yeah, I grew up partially in North Carolina. I grew up like 50-50 in California and North Carolina, but I spent like 10 years in California, like 14 years in North Carolina. So, yep, yep. That's why I got a southern accent. I like my southern accent. I think it's cool. Honestly, I kind of hate how I kind of do it. I kind of make fun of southern accents from time to time, okay? But people think like people with southern accents are dumb. We're not dumb. We just have a different accent, okay? It's just some of us are dumb. Some of us are really, really dumb. Okay? Hate from Arkansas. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. You guys know Bill Clinton's from Arkansas. The evil President Bill Clinton from Arkansas. Evil, thank you for the butterfly. Thank you, Mike, for the butterfly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I thought we were on opposite of the sides. You moved from the South Pole. Yeah. Yeah, I was born and raised in the South Pole. Yeah. I grew up in the country and I can't hear an accent in you. Well, because I got a North Carolina Southern accent, which is a very subtle. Okay, I feel like Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina have a very subtle Southern accent, right? Like, there's different Southern accents. Like, someone from Texas with a Southern accent sounds very different from someone from Alabama, sounds very different from someone from Missouri, sounds very different from someone from Louisiana, sounds very
Girl
different
power.
from, like, someone from Georgia, you know? Also, thank you for the girl power. Thank you, Ad Lament. Thank you.
Sunshine.
Also, thank you, Cassia, or Cass and eight. I don't even know how to read that last name, but thank you for the sunshine. Thank you very much. Accent makes me feel like I'm back home. Yeah. No, you don't, Bubba. I'm from North Carolina. I lived in Raleigh for like 10 years and lived in Greensboro for 4. I'm from North Carolina. I'm like, what do you want me to say? From the ages of like 9 to 24, I lived in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina. So I'm very much North Carolinian, okay? First state in freedom, by the way. First state to say fuck you to the British. First state to say fuck you to the British. Okay? Which is pretty cool fact. Are you a trans woman? Yes, I am. What's your best memory from North Carolina? My best memory from North Carolina. Can I goon to you? First time chatter, that is a wild question. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna put you on timeout. I feel that you can be reformed. I feel that you can think about what you just said and you can change your wording. You can get a little better at it. Anyone know where Fort Chippewa is? I've never heard of that. Timeout corner. Yeah, I put them in the timeout corner. Yeah. But my best memory from North Carolina, I don't know. It's mostly around food. There's pretty good food in North Carolina, so. And you probably have some Brit or Scottish. No, I do not. Most of my like most of my like ancestry is German. It's like 90% German, 10% Irish. Most of my like family tree, cuz I know a lot about my family tree cuz my grandparents got really into genealogy. Like tracked our like family tree all the way back to like the 1600s, like into genealogy. Like they were like they literally went to Germany to like look through like family records and stuff like my parents have or my grandparents like they got really into genealogy. Have you ever had work
Turn it
done?
up.
No. Also, thank you Toxic Ninja for the 800 joules. That was not even toxic at all. That was not toxic at all. Most of my ancestors are German as well. Yeah. My ancestors though came to the Americas in during the first wave of German immigration. So they came in the 1850s. So sometimes I have to be like, yeah, I like cuz I like in college I learned a
Girl
bit of
power.
German and I want to go back to Germany. But then sometimes I feel weird being like German and being like I really like learning about German history and culture. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I feel like sometimes you hear someone say that and you're like, well, so you really like learning about German history and German culture. Which period of German history? You're like, I don't know about that. And then I have to be like, no. I really like learning about medieval German history. I love medieval history. Medieval European history is so much fun, dude. They were just like fighting over dumb shit. They were like, nah, let's go to war over a bucket for like a really long time. Oh wait, you just like live next to me and you kind of like stole my land, some of my land. Yeah, we're gonna go to war for the next 20 years. That shit was crazy. I got a minor in German to study Marx. Yeah. Karl Marx. Bro, he's communist. Get it? Cause he wrote the Communist Manifesto. He is like the OG communist. Um yeah. Yeah. We ran all the German immigrants out of Canada in the 1960s, and they're just now coming back. Yeah. My great 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 granddad was one of them. My great great granddad was a Canadian citizen, and then in the '60s moved back to the U.S. So yeah, yeah. I know I have a German and English ancestry, maybe some Welsh. Welsh, that's pretty crazy. Real knee slapper, real knee slapper, real knee slapper. Do you speak German? I speak a little German. My German speaking is not great because I took 3 semesters of German in college. So my reading of German is okay. I'd say I probably read at like an elementary school level when it comes to German. But my speaking is dog shit because most of our tests were like writing oriented. And if we did have to record a video, like to send to the teacher, you could just rehearse it as many times as possible. So my speaking, like speaking in German, is not good. But uh, but also thank you some dumb dumb I thank you for the follow, or thank you not for the follow. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you very much. My German last name means to hunt devil. Devil. That's crazy. That's crazy. My German last name, I forget if it's like a shoe or like a pig farmer. Cause like I think it's pork farming. Maybe that's why I like pork so much. But also thank you, Pandex, Capybara. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. Also, the 25-day streak from the Dude Rolls. That's pretty awesome. Guten Tag, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be Guten Nacht, because it's night, it's evening. So pork gene, I guess, yeah. Pappy in a bunch of relationships. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not in any relationship. Well, except for the one with your mom and your dad, and all of your moms and dads. I'm in all of those, but those are like relationships that I don't. Uh, could I mod if you don't mind? I trust you. You have the non-binary flag, and you've been in my chat for a while now. Actually, let me look at your channel history. You just spam I'm non-binary and I consider myself trans. Well, you do spam a lot, so I don't know. You've also only watched one stream, so actually, I don't think I'm gonna mod you. That seems kind of alarming. Yeah, Optimus Prime. No, I'm more of a Decepticon. Like if we're talking about Transformer, have you guys seen those videos on TikTok that are like edited, where the guy asks, "Would you rather
High
be
five.
trans or a transformer?" And then they cut it so all the people say trans. Send a high five. Thank you, thank you. I don't know how to feel about those videos because on one hand I'm like they're stupid and they're funny, but on the other hand I'm like, it's I'm trans and being a transformer would be pretty cool. Like, what do you mean I could just be like a car 1 second and then be like a like 12-foot tall robotic machine? That seems pretty cool. Like, I can't even pronounce my German last name. I can pronounce mine. I'm not gonna say my last name on stream, okay? Because I'm not trying to give you guys my full name. So even though you guys could probably find my full name. You can't change your sex or your chromosomes. Thank you for that, chatter. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for that, chatter. I'll keep that in mind. I will continue to be transgender, but I'll keep that in mind. You know, I'll go, wow. Why are you deleting comments? It's my automon that mostly deletes comments. And usually it's because the comments are saying not nice things. Why not both? Would you rather be a gay or a gamer? I'd rather be a gay gamer. Like what that first time chatter, what Flaming Gastra said. I would rather be a gay gamer. Like the gay gamer one is like obvious. Like I would rather be gay and a gamer. Like being gay and a gamer rocks, okay? Honestly, being gay and a gamer is kind of cool. Because what do you mean I get to play video games with hot characters? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Being gay and a gamer is kind of underrated. Can I ask what was the start age and current date? I started hormones at 19. And I've been on hormones for almost 5 years at this point. So yeah. So yeah. No way it's under 5. You mean under 5. Call of Duty the GOAT. Whoa, do you guys remember how Call of Duty Ghost ended on like a oh, there's gonna be a sequel, and then there was never a sequel to Call of Duty Ghost? Did that piss any of y'all off? That pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off, okay? I remember playing through Call of Duty Ghost, being like, yeah, this is kind of a dog shit story. And then you get to the ending, and then it ends on a cliffhanger of like, oh my god, your brother got taken away by like the bad guy who you just shot in like the chest, but is somehow still alive? And then they've never done a sequel? How did hormones affect you? They've given me boobs. That's pretty cool. Softer skin. I feel like I can actually function now. I can actually live life the way I want to. But how much of that is like transitioning versus how much of that is hormones. But yeah. Since you mentioned you were raised Catholic, do you have any tips to make your family accept? My families are woke Catholics. My family are Catholics that love the new pope. So like my parents have been like blue no matter who, like since like the 90s. So like like I don't know. Like my parents were pretty accepting since I came out. Also, like when I came out, my parents were like, "Yeah, we thought you were just gay." But thanks. But thanks. I am, but I'm also trans. Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna change your vocal cords? No, because I like my voice. Um. But. Yeah. Uh, but. But I mean, like. That's kind of like. Getting mad about people asking if you're trans is hilarious. I'm not getting mad. My family is also Catholic at funerals. You know what I've never been to? I've never been to a funeral. I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like I've never had someone close to me die that I've gotten invited to a funeral. I think that's pretty swag. I think that's pretty swag. So yeah. Who is this goddess I came across? Yeah, it did hurt when I fell from heaven. I was trying to work that joke, did not work. Kind of ill. Pappy, can I call you the Papster? You can call me the Pap Smear. Oh no, that was actually kind of good. I hate that kind of worked. I hate that kind of worked. I hate that. Yeah, you could call me the Pap Smear. The Pap Smear. Yeah. Me, when I'm inside your mom, call me the Pap Smear. Because my name is Pappy the First, and like Pap Smear. Ah! I'm kidding. Bro, sometimes I scream like that, and I wonder what the people above me and below me think. I don't know, but the couple above me like gets into arguments sometimes, and the guy hits like the wall or like throws things because I can hear it. But then it's kind of one of those things where it's like I don't know who lives upstairs. I don't want to be like, hey, I heard you guys calling each other a bitch. Everything good? I don't want to be that neighbor. I don't want to get brought into it. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. Okay. Um, yeah, but um, yeah. My girlfriend is really weird. She always keeps trying to pretend she is 14 years old, and she'll be 14 in a couple of years. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, Chatter. If you're a grown adult, maybe you should be in here. Yeah, you're getting banned, but dear, I'm 68, and I've been on HRT for 13 years. Had top surgery and bottom surgery 10 years ago. You are so very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And shout out to you, bro. I love hearing about the ancient transgenders. I love hearing about the ancient transgenders. Are you easy to lift? Well, I usually weigh between 130 and 135. So if you can lift between 130 and 135, you can pick me up. You can lift me up. So serious question, do you have romantic feelings about men or women or both? Both. Both. Yeah, I both. Yes. Uh um uh yeah. Free Palestine, for real. On God, for real. I left my wife like you said. I did not tell you to leave your wife. I did not tell you to leave your wife. I did not tell you to leave your wife. That is something I did not do. I did not tell you to leave your wife. Okay? I'm just saying I didn't do that. Have you ever played Baldur's Gate 3? You mean Baldur's Gate 3? Yes, I did play Baldur's Gate 3. I liked Baldur's Gate 3. I really enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3. I've only played through it once, but when I did play through Baldur's Gate 3, I installed one mod, and it was the mod that had you have unlimited members in your party. So I had like 9 people in my party, which kind of made a lot of the like battles and stuff easy. But 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 I did have a very fun time playing the game. And if you want to know who I romanced in Baldur's Gate 3, um, I first romanced Astarion, okay? I romanced Astarion. Okay? Like the first like romantic cutscene, that was who I romanced. And then like later in the story, I romanced Will. And then you get the chance to make out with like the demon that follows Will around. And I did that, and then that really pissed him off. So then I had no relationship. And then I slept with the Emperor. So that was my Baldur's 3 romantic playthrough. Um yeah. So I played Baldur's Gate 3 like a true bisexual, you know? Um Also Fibiacini. Fibiacini, thank you for the follow. Mamma mia, mamma mia. I see an Italian looking name. I gotta go. Oh, mamma
Finger
mia.
heart.
A Bonaccini. Also, thank you for the finger hearts. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. But yeah, that's kind of like romancing Astarion right now. My older sister is getting with Minthara. Minthara's annoying. Minthara literally is like an evil. Minthara is literally an evil person who doesn't understand social cues, and it's like if someone who has evil autism is your type, then yeah, Minthara is perfect. Astarion just got annoying. Astarion was so whiny. Oh my god. Because like if you go down Astarion's romance path, like he's got all the riz, right? He rizzes you up, right? But then you sleep with him, and then he's like, "Oh darling, why don't you sleep with me more? Oh darling, oh pretty princess, why don't you behave?" It's like, shut up, bro. Sometimes I'm like, shut up. You're so whiny, bro. Astarion is literally like they literally make Astarion seem like seem like a dom, but really he's like a bratty sub. Okay, that's the truth. Also, thank you, Azar. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm not trying to be mean or rude. I'm wondering if you're trans mask or trans femme. I'm a trans woman, so there you go. MTF. Also, thank you, Josh, for the flower. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Empire or Nords? I'm gonna go with the Nords. Okay, I know. In Skyrim, I know the Stormcloaks are racist, but they are fighting against the Thalmor, and the Thalmor are just like generationally
Butterfly.
like the Thalmor are like genuinely evil, 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 evil. Josh, thank you for the butterfly. Thank you. Rip Justin Bieber. Fox News reporting just now. What do you mean, rip Justin Bieber? Also, thank you, Rob. Thank you for the follow. Justin Bieber. Now I'm like, yeah. Rip Justin Bieber. I think he's perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, 2 days ago it was literally just he's not dead. Okay. I feel like we would hear about, yeah. If I looked it up, it'd like be news stories that he's dead. Sometimes y'all say stuff and then I look it up and y'all are like, I'm just like, y'all are pulling my leg. I know they're racist, but they're Skyrim racist though. They're Skyrim racist though. They're like, we want Skyrim for the Nords, you know? Which is kind of like, okay, well, how are you gonna kick out all the like Orgonians and orcs and like all the Khajiits, you know? Khajiit has wares if you have coin. I love those I love that TikTok trend because it's just people showing off their cats. Yeah. Lol, Thalmor sympathy is rare. Yeah, and the Thalmor are literally evil. Like that like I don't think you guys understand. The Thalmor are like, yeah, let's like torture people and like try to like build magic super weapons and let's try to control all of Tamriel, okay? The Thalmor are not good either, okay? It literally the like the civil war in Skyrim is, do you choose the really evil faction or do you choose the really evil faction? It's like which one you choosing? Which one you choosing? Um I'm gonna make a drinking game for every time you say the same thing twice in a row. First time chatter. I don't know if you're gonna make it through this stream. You might be. Also, thank you for the Uncle Earth. Thank you for the Uncle Earth. Crusty sheets. Thank you for 2 Uncle Earths. I got crusty sheets. No, I don't. I washed my sheets literally 2 days ago. Or not 2 days. I washed my sheets 4 days ago. My sheets are not crusty. Also, Teresa, thank you for the welcome. Thank you for becoming a YouTube channel member. Shout out to you. I challenge you to a debate on religion. Why? I'm not even. It's not like I want to debate on religion right now. I genuinely, for me, I don't care what religion you are. I don't know. I'm not religious. Cool. But I don't care what religion you are. I really, I really don't care. Yeah, dead in an hour. Yeah, whenever you guys are like, let's play a drinking game
Marshmallow
during this
high.
Pappy this first stream, I'm like, you guys are trying to die. Also, thank you for the marshmallow. Hi, thank you very much for that. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Um, trans, yes. You are stunningly beautiful. Yeah, call me Medusa. The way I be stunning people. Ha! Oh no, I turned to stone. Ha! Wow, that was a pretty good joke. You guys ever hear of Medusa? You guys know about Medusa? Uh, not a femboy. Not a femboy. Yeah. How long have you been trans? Well, I came out about 6 years ago. Uh, I came out in 2020, so almost 6 years ago. About 6 years ago. I've been out for a while. I've been out for a while. I've been out for a while. But that's when I came out. When did I really realize what being trans was? Probably when I was about 14. But even before I had the terms to describe what I was feeling, I always knew something was off. Okay? Little like 4-year-old me was like trying to steal my sister's toys and stuff. I would get in trouble for that. And then she'd bite me. Bro, my sister would bite me. That's fucked up. She's my older sister. She was supposed to know better. And she was biting me? Not cool. Not cool. Genuinely not cool. Okay? Not cool. So basically, the pandemic made you realize you have to do this. Well, it was partly. I would say it was more so that I finished high school, because I realized that I was trans when I was like going into high school. Like that's when I kind of learned what being trans was. But I didn't come out until I was going into college, or when I was in college. Because for me, like, I didn't want to come out in high school because I was bullied so much in elementary school and middle school for being too feminine, too gay. So part of me was like, I was terrified to even tell anyone about who I was or what I was feeling. And like I had a like bad experience with a therapist in middle school, so I was like afraid to tell my parents. So I kind of just was like really depressed. Like okay, this is how my high school went, okay? Being trans, this is how my high school went. Um but pretty much uh my high school, I would get home from high school and I would pretty much either edit videos for people and or play Destiny 2 when I got home from school. And then when I got a job in like my sophomore year to like my senior year, if I didn't, I would pretty much either go to work, and I also wasn't eating in high school. Like I wouldn't eat lunch at high school. I would bring a snack. I was eating like I was not eating. It was bad. I was not eating in high school. And then it got even worse when I went to college. When I went to college, I was not eating at all. I was eating like 1 pack of ramen a day in college. It was bad. I was very depressed. Like right before I came out. It was yeah. Would not recommend it. Not even eggs. Well, no, for me I wasn't even like eating much in college because for me, like I was so depressed. And like it was during COVID, so a lot of my classes were online in the dorms, right? So I didn't even have to like go to class, right? But most days I would like not even be able to get out of bed, or if I did get out of bed, I would just like get out of bed so I could do my schoolwork and then I would game. And I would like I was okay, to put it into perspective, okay? Like my doctor's appointment, like when I went to my doctor's appointment, before I even like when I first went to a doctor, when I first went to the doctor to like get on hormones, right? This is after like a couple months of like therapy and seeing like 2 psychologists. Or I literally I weighed about, I think, like 112. Keep in mind I'm 5'10". 112 and 5'10 that's bad. That's really bad, Chad. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. I was skin and bones. It was not good. It was not good. Yeah. But now I weigh between like 130 and 135. So I also think it's too because I skate, so I feel like I've put on more muscle mass, especially my legs. Um and like yeah. So um yeah. But okay, do the pap coin. Pinballer, you know what to do with the pap coin. I traded bullying immaturity for masculinity and hated it. Yeah. I never became like a bully. I never became like hyper masculine either. I don't know. There's some trans women that like go down the hyper masculine route. That never was me. How big are your legs? I mean, they're not. I'm wearing pants right now, so you can't really see it, but I have pretty decent thighs. I think it's because I skateboard a lot, so I do a lot of like jumping. I have like a lot of like muscles for jumping. Um, yeah. You should be in Streamer University. Well, Streamer University is over. Who knows? I'll apply next year, guys. Guys, I gotta get into Streamer University next year. I gotta throw hot sauce on someone. I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to bully people. I have to literally make fun of people. I have to go up to content creators and be like, "Yo, you being a diva? Not cool." I have to throw hot sauce on people's face. I have to destroy property. Okay? I have to not pick up after myself. Guys, I'd be great on Streamer University. I know how to do it, guys. I know how to do it. Honestly, Streamer University, it was kind of like interesting to watch because like watching Streamer University, like there's some people that I feel like were on there because the content they offer, like Rakai, like people don't watch Rakai because Rakai has something interesting to add. People watch Rakai because it's like watching a train crash. Okay? And I feel like it's so sad to watch Rakai because Rakai is like a young adult, right? A young adult who has gotten immense amounts of fame and success super quickly and has dumb ass people who are egging him to be the worst person imaginable. And it's like it's sad to see. I don't know. Um I went to your YouTube and saw what you looked like before you were trans. It was interesting. Yeah. I do have some older videos up on my channel. I mean, but yeah. I guess you could go back. Yeah. So, yeah. It was interesting. And now for the coin flip. Yes, for the coin flip indeed. As long as you're content and comfortable with your identity, that's truly what matters. Yeah, I'm pretty happy and healthy now with my identity. So, and like I'm bipolar, so I still deal with like depressive episodes, but like I feel like my depressive episodes are nowhere near as bad as they were like before I came out. Like before I came out, my depression was crippling, like crippling. And now if I'm in a depressive episode, like it's not great, right? It's a depressive episode, but it's manageable. Um and like I yeah. So, yeah. Also thank you Jake for the flowers. Yeah. It's kind of wild how depression became more manageable after coming out of the closet. Yeah. I think also too like part of the aspect that I didn't really think about like transitioning all that much or that I think one of the biggest things that like changed after transitioning that I didn't realize would change is after I transitioned, I found it way easier like infinitely easier to like socialize with people. Um because like I feel like before I came out and before I transitioned, like being in social scenarios, like it was genuinely it felt like torture to me. Uh but obviously now I'm like a social butterfly, you know? I feel like obviously there are social settings that I don't like. I really don't like clubs. I really don't like clubs or bars. I don't like areas where people are drinking. That makes me feel uncomfortable as someone who doesn't drink. But like in other aspects, I'm like, yeah. I mean, transitioning, like it feels like I can be myself now, right? Um and it feels like people actually see me for me and not like a facade, right? That I'm forced to put up. Can I mod? Yeah, I don't normally mob people who ask if they can mod. How do you feel about the current state of Destiny 2? I have not played Destiny. Well, I briefly played Destiny 2 when the new update came out. I played it for like 2 hours and was like, yeah, no. It was too confusing. They made it way too confusing. Um, and for me, I think Destiny 2, the amount that I played Destiny 2, it was like when I played, I started playing Destiny on PS3, and then I got a PS4 when Destiny 2 came out. Or when Taken King came out, I got a PS4. Um, but like as someone who played thousands of hours of Destiny 2, right? For me, it was a game that I played because it was like what I could keep my mind from not thinking about like wanting to which is kind of dark, but I don't know. I feel like once I started transitioning and once I started like feeling more comfortable myself, I didn't need the crutch of Destiny 2, which was like, I don't know if I could ever get addicted to a game as much as I was addicted to Destiny 2, because I don't think I'll ever be in that dark of a place in my life again, right? Like Destiny 2 is genuinely one of the only things that like I enjoyed or that brought me joy, right? So, um like it was the only thing that I could like play it or like that would take my mind off of things. So it was a crutch for a long time. And it is a very addictive game. I think Destiny 2, they built every single system in that game to be as addicting as possible. Um, and when I stopped playing 2 weeks after Witch Queen came out. Because I played through the Witch Queen story, and I was like a year and a half into my transition, or maybe a little bit more, like hormone wise into my transition, and I was just like, I cannot play this game. I do not enjoy playing it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. And for me also too, what really pissed me off and what really rubbed me the wrong way is my favorite raid in the game was the Leviathan raid. I know it was like a shitty raid, but literally me and my friends like would literally just like do the Leviathan raid every couple of like do the Leviathan raid all the time. And that literally felt so felt so fun. Why is your voice kind of soothing? I don't know. Maybe mommy says you should go to bed. I was like that for Oblivion. I couldn't stop playing. Oh, I mean, there's definitely games where like I can't stop playing for like a brief period of time. That definitely happens, right? Like when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I beat the game in a week. I literally in a 2 week time span, I sunk like 120 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, granted, when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I did get the flu. I did get sick, so I wasn't going to my classes because I literally had a fever. So I was literally I was playing it because it was the only thing that I could do because I was like, I had like fever and chills. I played the shit out of Baldur's Gate 3, but then I beat it and I was like, yeah, I don't really need to play Baldur's Gate 3 again. Like sometimes I think about playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, but I'm like, I don't think it would be the same because I know what happens in the story, and yeah, sure, I could play it again. It wasn't COVID that I had; it was the flu. Because I got tested for COVID, it was a flu. Um, what hormones did you use? I'm on estradiol, valerate, spironolactone, and progesterone. Um, but yeah, it was like, ooh, it was good. It was good. What's up? Up, dog. Hey guys, did you guys know if you guys look on your roof right now, if you guys look at your ceiling right now, it actually says gullible. I wrote that on your ceiling because I live in your walls. She's also looking at her Twitch chat. I am doing both. Also, thank you, Cameron Hall. Thank you for the makeup brush. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Open your mouth. I be talking. I be yapping. I be yapping. What do you mean? What do you mean open my mouth? I do. I do be open my mouth. Okay, I'll be yapping, 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 yap, 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 yap. I be yapping. I be yapping. I be yesing. I be yeah. I be yeah anding. Oh my god, do you guys? You stole my lung. How the fuck would I steal your lung? Well, I did not steal your lung. I stole your liver. I stole your liver and one of your kidneys because I'm gonna do organ transplants on the black market. But but what do you mean? What do you mean I stole your lung? I did not do that. I didn't do that. You guys make stuff up sometimes, and I'm like, hi, yes, Corbin, I see your message. You don't have to spam it 200 times for me to see it. Spamming it 200 times. What do you think of trickle down economics? It doesn't work. Republicans have been saying trickle down economics since Reagan, and I don't know, it does not work. The wealth divide has grown since the 80s. It fundamentally doesn't work. If you want rich people to spend more on their businesses, you tax them more. Okay? Because if you tax individual income more and stocks more, then it forces people to actually invest in their companies and invest in their employees. Also, thank you for the turn it up. Thank you for 800 jewels. Thank you for the 800 jewels. Thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you. Genuinely, why would you want to be a girl? Because I do, because that's who I am. In the future, are you dating a guy or a girl? Or trans? I don't know. I guess we'll see. For me, I don't know. I like both men and women, but I don't know who I'd end up with in like a long term relationship. I don't really care. I guess whoever I like, whoever I vibe with the most. Yeah. What time is it for you? It's 8 o'clock for me. Yeah. W Creeper in the back. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why I hit that message. Oh, it's probably the capital letter. Guys are so much better. Like that's literally a fact. It's not, but for me, it's not even about like being a guy. Like I'm not a guy. Like that's not me. That's not who I am. Right? Like I'm trans because like that's who I am. That's who I am. Right? Like I'm not a girl because I'm like, oh, girls are better or or guys are better. Like that's like a childish way of thinking about things. Like I am the way I am, right? Like I'm trans because I'm trans. Like yeah. 11 p.m. On the East Coast it'd be 11 p.m. So um I'm not an economist, but it does work. Are you talking about trickle down economics? It does not. It does not. If okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna lay this brief economic scale out for you. Okay, if you give rich people more money, what they do with that money is they put it into the stock market and they put it into the investments, okay? Which only make them richer, okay? It doesn't improve anything, okay? Putting money into the stock market does not benefit everyone unless you have a 401k or a retirement, right? And even those are very like not they're riskier than people make them seem to be, right? Trickle down economics is a system that doesn't work. Like it's like if you give rich people more money, they'll just hoard more money, right? They don't pass it out, right? That's not how humans work, right? Like if you woke up with $1 billion, I don't think you'd give out that much money of it. Maybe you're different, maybe you would, but the people who even get to be billionaires in the first place are the people who hoard the money, right? Right? There's billionaires, or there's probably millionaires that could be making billions, but maybe they like treating their employees better. Maybe they like paying people more money, right? Rather than taking more money for themselves. In order to be a billionaire, you have to either make money by investing in other companies and owning stake in companies, right? Which is how most billionaires have their money, and or exploiting people for their labor and gathering wealth, right? I think if you're gonna like trickle down does not work, right? And we know in terms of economics, right? We know rich people tend to hoard their money. But if you give someone who's making less money or who's living paycheck to paycheck, if you give them $100 extra, that's usually $100 extra they're gonna spend because they need to buy food or they need to buy like like whatever, and that circulates money in the economy, right? You give rich people more money, they just put it in the stock market. Then it circulates in the stock market among other rich people, right? It doesn't go back to your everyday person, right? Uh, yeah. Are you a they them? I'm not. I'm a she her. Um, so yeah. But trickle down economics is a system that doesn't work, right? Economic systems rely on like economic systems do better when everyone is succeeding. Um, because if your average consumer has more money, they have more money to spend, right? In a capitalist system, it's better to have 100 people that can spend a bunch of money than 10 people that can spend a bunch of money, right? Economically, that makes more sense, okay? Uh, how many times are you going to say right? What are you drinking? I am drinking a jasmine tea. It's very, 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 very good. Are we talking about generational wealth or self made? I'm talking about trickle down economics. Trickle down economics is the theory that if we give rich people more money, that money will trickle down because the rich people are the people who own assets, right? But when you give rich people more money, they tend to hoard assets. Um, they don't tend to trickle it down, right? We know that economies do better when you support the people at the bottom. When the people at the bottom can take care of themselves, they can circulate more money in the economy, right? Because the people at the bottom are the people who are more likely to buy things, right? Your average everyday person makes up more of the economy than like one billionaire, right? So, what's jasmine tea? Jasmine tea, it's a green tea. It's pretty good. Oh, it's not pre-recorded. Yeah, this is a live stream. Yeah. Um, rising tides lift all boats. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah. But right when your average everyday person has more money, that's more money they can put into the economy, right? I'd rather have 100 million people spending $1 billion than one person spending $1 billion, right? It puts more people, it gives the consumer more power too, right? So yeah. That's so it's like all the student loans people still have to pay back, and then instead of putting them back into the economy, they're buying back student loans, and the economy suffers. Yeah, exactly. Like if you think about all the people that are like paying student loans, that's like an extra $200 to $300 they could be putting into the economy each month, right? Rather than them spending that on paying for student loans. Um, how can we stop hoarding then? Taxes. Taxes, right? Um, I mean, taxes, there's plenty of ways to make sure that, like, people can't hoard as much wealth, right? And I'm not against people making a lot of money, right? Like, if you're the best athlete in the world, or you're the best selling music recording artist of all time, right? I think you should be making more money. But how much money should you be able to have, right? I think to me, having anything over $100 million is absurd to me. Like $100 million is enough to comfortably live. That's enough for you and your grandkids, your kids, and your grandkids to live comfortably. I don't think someone needs more than like $100 million, right? Like an individual. I'm not talking about businesses. Obviously, businesses are different. Businesses like have employees and stuff like that, right? But I think if you make tax incentive structures that tax individuals more and force people with that make a lot of money to either put it back into their businesses and back into their employees, that would make for a better economy. And or paying it to the government so the government can improve things like roads, trains, all that stuff. So um it's not fair for some people to have loans forgiven and others to pay them back. Uh Says this working class person. Yeah, I mean, the thing with college loans is I don't believe in fully forgiving college loans per se. I think that'd be kind of daunting, right? Because like the college loans that Biden tried to forgive were federal loans, right? Loaned out by the federal government. They weren't private loans. But I think the issue with like college, like taking out loans for college, is that we have made college so costly because we've stopped subsidizing it as much with
Happy for
taxpayer
president.
dollars. Because we've cut education funding, right? Babby for president. Thank you, Tuxedo Mask. I don't think I'll be running for president. I couldn't even run for president until like 10 years from now. Also, welcome in, Alex. Welcome in, first time chatter. Yeah. The government has 38 trillion in debt, and the DOJ hasn't passed an audit in decades. Yeah. Nor has our military. Our military hasn't passed audits since 2006, right? I think also too, if you're looking at like solving the government's debt, right? I think a lot of people don't want to hear the reality that if we want to fix the US's debt, that it would take a lot of suffering of the American people, right? Because you'd have to adjust like interest rates and stuff like that. And you would have to also, I feel like the government does need to be more heavily audited. And I feel like we need to get rid of a lot of private contractors that the government uses. Because a lot of the American government has switched to using private contractors who make up their own prices. And the government goes, okay, yeah, we'll pay that. which causes a lot of bloat, right? Uh, right. There's a lot of issues that the U.S. government faces, and we definitely do need to manage our debt. But in order to manage our debt, there's a lot of harsh realities that, like, yeah, we probably will have to mess with interest rates that would hurt Americans. Yeah, we would probably have to raise taxes, and we also probably would have to not slash government programs, but definitely look at how government programs are using and spending the money, right? Because yeah, um, yeah, uh, yeah. Um, I was gonna say you need another 10 years before you can run, but you'd be like 89. Yeah, perfect age, perfect age. Um, Sometimes I see China's government and I feel they are atrocious historically, but their future looks the most secure around the world. Yeah, I mean, the Chinese government isn't without flaws, right? I mean, China does have some authoritarian policies that I don't like. Um, but I think China does do a good job at managing its infrastructure and managing its money. Even though there is corruption in the Chinese government, it's not perfect. Um, but yeah. Um, do you understand that people that have 500 billion in net worth is not liquid? Yeah. Most of the people that have money that's like $5 billion in net worth, most of that is in assets. Most of that's in assets and to use money they borrow against their assets. So I think you could do capital gains tax on their stocks. You could also make it so they can't take out as big of loans, so that they have to actually liquidate some of their assets in order to sell it. Because a lot of the reason what's propping up a lot of our stock market is that there are people with massive, like, that are massive whales that are kind of invested in the stock market, right? And their wealth is tied to the stock market, but they're not going to sell their assets because they're borrowing against their assets. And if they were to sell their assets because they're big whales, they would cause a crash. Right? I think there's right. But it's a taxing system. I don't think you get like I feel like people that are like, "Oh, I want to get rid of billionaires overnight." That's not a reality, right? It would have to start with tax incentives and structures that would change how people who are ultra wealthy spend and use their money, right? And I think I want the people who are super wealthy, like that have billions of dollars, right? I want them to spend it on paying their employees and the people they employ better, right? That's right. Like, take for Amazon, for example, right? I don't think Amazon is so big at this point. I think it would be very hard to break up. And even if you did break it up, the way that like global manufacturing and sales works nowadays, like you kind of need a centralized like marketplace a little bit. But I think the fact that Amazon is one of the largest companies in the world and there's people who make $23 an hour working for Amazon full time is ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous. Like the amount of money Jeff Bezos makes on his stock holdings, right? And you look at a lot of these like companies that are in like the S&P 5 or like S&P 500, right? They're paying their CEOs millions of dollars a year, right? Just flat like paycheck on top of like their stock bonuses, right? But yet they're paying their employees at the lowest level like $20 an hour. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? Or like I'm going to use Microsoft for an example, right? Microsoft is quite literally one of the richest companies in the world. They are richer than a bunch of countries in the world. They make a software that is on almost every single computer. They own some of the largest gaming companies and software companies. And they pay their like executives a shitload, right? But yet they slash employees like crazy. They fire people like crazy. Because yeah, which is like to cut down on their overhead, right? But it seems like why do the people who make the decisions never suffer the consequences, right? Because take for example Xbox, right? Xbox made some horrible decisions in terms of like acquiring Activision and Blizzard and acquiring a bunch of other small studios, right? And now, who's getting laid off because of all of that? The small studios and people who work at Activision Blizzard are getting laid off. Not the executives who approve those multi-billion dollar, trillion dollar like buyouts. Seems kind of fucked up to me, right? But then the people at the top are still getting paid millions of dollars a year plus like stock bonuses plus other things, right? So it's to me it's like yeah. I think it's really a issue of like the wealthy have built a system in which they get richer and richer and richer and in which we all get kind of fucked. Um um What do you think about precious metals? I have some cash I was sitting on and thinking about buying gold and silver. I would not do it right now because the inflation rate is high. And plus, a lot of people are buying gold and silver right now. You should buy gold and silver when inflation's low, not when it's high. Um, that's my advice. If you're gonna buy precious metals, and I wouldn't buy just precious metals. Like if you really want to get into it, I would invest in EFTs, and or stocks. Not individual stocks, but I'd suggest investing in EFTs of like stuff where they're like, oh, we invest in mining companies, right? That mine for specific materials. Um, I make 3% per day in the stock market. That's if that was the case, you'd be like the greatest trader of all time. 3% in the stock market per day means you're most most stock traders underperform the market, and the market usually grows about like 10 to 13% a year, right? So if you're making 3% a day in the stock market, you're like the greatest trader of all time. You're greater than Mr. Pelosi. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Um, yeah. Remember, you are in the top 10% of wealthy people of the world. The top 1 to 5% are plundered. I don't even know how to mean that, but uh, transvicular is crazy. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's a good one, chatter. That's a good one. That's a good one. You win chatter. You win chat message of the day. Okay, people have been like, you look like clavicular, but transvicular. Okay, you kind of cooked with that one, chatter. You kind of cooked with that one. Not gonna lie. Um, um, yeah. You can make 10% a year on your money. You're doing excellent. Yeah, yeah. 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 I think if you are investing in the stock market, the smart thing to do is just put your money into like large funds and or like EFTs and stuff like that. Stuff that invest in multiple different companies and manage things so you don't have to manage them, right? I think investing in individual stocks is kind of like a waste of time. You're not going to beat the market, right? People who are literally day traders who work on Wall Street can't even beat the market, right? You're never going to beat the market, right? If you're going to invest in the stock market, the best way to do it is to invest in like funds and EFTs where it's your risk is spread out. Um and there's riskier funds and riskier ETFs that you can invest in. I don't know why I say EFTs. I don't know why my dyslexic brain always mixes them up. I'm so dyslexic, bro. I literally I mix it up every single time. I say EFTs instead of ETFs. I'm so bad, guys. I'm so bad and bad. I wonder how Enron stock is doing. I don't even think you can buy Enron stock anymore. Also, cryptocurrency, guys. Invest in my cryptocurrency. Links in the description. No, I'm joking. I don't have a cryptocurrency. I'll never have a cryptocurrency. What do you identify as? I'm a trans woman. Could you imagine if I had a cryptocurrency? That shit would be cool, guys. I would be an evil like crypto bro or crypto person. I'd be selling all the worst crypto. I'd be selling the evil devious crypto NFT. The evil devious crypto. Yeah. Buy Trump coin. Trump coin's the future, guys. Trump coin's going to the moon. Trust me, guys. If you buy Trump coin, it's going to the moon. Um yeah. Question for anyone in Forex. Are you rich? Yeah. NFT, yeah. NFT. Guys, buy my Pappy the First NFT right now. Invest, invest, invest. Uh yeah. Uh do you accept personal messages, by the way? I do not. Um um yeah, Trump coin. Trump coin's the future, guys. In a couple years, we're not going to be using US dollars. We're going to be using Trump coin, okay? We're going to all have our Trump phones. We're going to all have our Trump phones and we're all going to like tap pay with Trump coin, guys. That's going to be the future. And Trump's going to live forever. He's never going to die. He's going to be our holy almighty leader and we will follow him cuz he is God's chosen warrior that will defeat the libs. He will defeat and disarm the libs, guys. What does Trump coin cost? Let's find out. Trump coin. Trump coin. What is Trump coin? What does Trump coin cost? Okay. Trump coins. No, Trump coin. Trump coin. Let's look at. I'm looking at coin market cap. One Trump coin will run you $1.50. Ooh, guys. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Let's look at this, guys. Should we trade in Trump coin? Trump coin kind of on the downturn, okay? Trump coin. Okay, Trump coin. Let's oh, this is 24 hours. Let's do all. Bro, people that bought Trump coin are stupid. Bro, Trump supporters are really the dumbest people ever, bro. Trump coin, bro, Trump was like, guys, buy my cryptocurrency. Literally, this is all time, okay? Trump coin launches. Wow. $45 a Trump coin was its peak. Boom. Crash 1. 15, okay? Then it goes up in price to 21. Boom! Holy fuck. And then it kind of like stables out, but then it just slowly goes down and down. What are these? What are the info right here? I don't even know. Oh no. It literally its peak was at $45 and it's crashed to 1.5. Oh, it's crashed to $1.56. Holy fuck. That's actually so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. We can look at the trading view. Oh, that's ooh man, that's rough. That's rough, dude. That is bad. That's so bad. That's actually diabolical, bro. I feel bad for people that bought into it. Like, I love Trump. His cryptocurrency, he's never gonna sell. Trump's got diamond hands. Trump do not have diamond hands, bro. Trump do not hold them. Okay, he's a criminal and a clown. Yes, I agree. The Trump rug pulled his own constituents. Yeah, he does that shit all the time. Trump rug pulls his supporters all the time. He does that shit all the time, and then Trump supporters are like, "Oh my god, guys, it happened again. I love Trump. He's so cool. He's so cool." Uh, Pappy, when will you make a cryptocurrency scam? What if I made an influencer cryptocurrency, but I just like never sold it, right? What if I was actually smart and actually borrowed against it and actually hold like the majority of assets? What if I held like 95% of it? No, I couldn't hold 95 because then someone could hack me. If someone hacked me, they could like crash it instantly. Ooh. I could hold it across multiple accounts. That's what I could do. I could hold it across multiple accounts, right? So that way I could hold the majority of the wealth, right? And then people buy in, right? But then I would never sell. I would borrow against it, right? I could borrow against it like the richest people do and just never sell. Smart guys. I'm smart. I'm smart. See? I feel like influencers do cryptocurrency so dumb. They literally get people to buy in and then rug pull. It's like you're stupid. Honestly, if you had like people buy in, right? You're an influencer. You have a lot of people that can buy in to a cryptocurrency. If you don't sell, if you hold on to it, right? And people know that you're like a reliable source and you're not going to sell it, right? I mean, there is that risk, but like if you don't sell it, then people go, wait, this is reliable. And then you could become like a stable coin like Bitcoin or Ethereum. I'm telling you guys, all these influencers do, all the cryptocurrency influencers do it stupid. They do it. I could make so much more money. Okay, they're always like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell like day one." No, hold on to it for years, decades, even. Okay. Yeah.
Smart and handsome.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Premium Black News. Thank you for that. Yeah. 3.5 billion is crazy. Yeah. You're neither? Nah, I beat the system, guys. I'd beat the system. I'd beat all the institutional investors. I'd be the best at it. I'd be the best ever. They'd be like, "Oh my god." I'd be like Natosha's fuck, what's the guy who like created Bitcoin? What's his username? It's like it's like it starts with an N and then it's like Sakamori or something like that. He has like trillions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, but no one knows who he actually is. See, but it wouldn't work because people would know who I was, and then people would try to steal like my hard drives or like my keys to try to steal like my value in cryptocurrency. I'd have to like hide it. I'd have to like spread it. Satoshi Nakamori, exactly. Yeah, I'd have to like spread it. I'd have to like spread my cryptocurrency wealth out. I'd have to have like people who are like safeguards, right? That like each safeguard can have like maybe 5%, but then I keep it on like lock and key so like no one knows. See guys, I'm kind of cooking. Wait, this is actually kind of a good idea. And then like my cryptocurrency could get so big and then people be like, "Whoa." And then make it an actual stable currency. Wow. And then I could get people then I could get in like not investment apps but regular banking apps like PayPal. And then guys, I'm brainstorming actual. Yeah. I'm not going to do that though. That seems like too much work and I'm not her setting up her own crypto venture. Guys, we're going to crypto max. We're going to crypto to the moon. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Pappy Nakamoto TS coin. Yeah, guys. My cryptocurrency will be going to the moon, okay? You guys are sleeping on Papcoin. You guys are sleeping on Papcoin. Papcoin's going to go to the moon. Okay? You guys are missing out on Papcoin, okay? Okay? You guys are missing out. You guys are missing out on the potential that Papcoin has. Papcoin is the future. Papcoin is the future. You guys might not believe me, but Papcoin is the future. Papcoin is here. It's now. It's literally awesome, and it's swag, and it's baller, and it's swag and awesome. All right, guys, join the raid. If you guys don't join the raid, we're raiding someone new tonight. I don't know. She was on my recommended, and I was like, she looks pretty. So I was like, let's raid her. Let's be nice. If you guys aren't nice during the raid, I will rip off your balls. I will. If you're a guy or a trans woman, I'll come to your house and I'll rip your balls off. Actually, the trans women would like that. If you're a woman or a trans man, I'll rip your ovaries out. If you guys don't join the raid. That's if you guys don't join the raid. All right, guys, join the raid. All right, I'll see y'all.